So, two of the bigger question marks that Nvidia stock investors had for the company going into the quarterly earnings update, the management team reflected on that. And those two things were the company's gross profit margins and the company's adjustments to the export restrictions to China for its H20 chips. So, I'll talk about those two things and what it could mean for Nvidia stock investors in this video here. So, looking at the company's second quarter outlook, we can get an understanding of its gross profit margins and where the company anticipates them to be. So, total revenue is expected to be $45 billion in the second quarter, and that's a modest sequential growth across all of their platforms. The company anticipates the continued ramp of their Blackwell technology to be partially offset by a decline in China revenue. GAAP and non-GAAP gross margins are expected to be roughly 72%. So from the previous quarter, in the first quarter, the company reported gross profit margins around 71%. So they do expect a sequential increase up to 72%. And then management did also say that they still expect that by the end of the year, their gross profit margins will reach the mid 70% range. So that's what I was hoping to hear from the company's management team. I wasn't expecting that because of the headwinds the company faced during the quarter. So there were two big things that happened during the quarter for Nvidia. Number one, the announcement of President Donald Trump's increase in tariffs on the United States trading partners. And then on top of that, you had the export restriction on its H20 chips to China. So, two big negative headwinds for Nvidia in the quarter. And still, the company reported better than expected revenue and reiterated its outlook on gross profit margins. Relief for Nvidia stock investors as the company expects better Blackwell profitability as they ramp up the technology, producing more units and thereby generating a greater capacity utilization, which in turn results in better profitability. So over the last 3 years since 2022, Nvidia's revenue has absolutely exploded. From 27 billion in 2022, Nvidia's revenue has soared almost 5x to 148 billion in the most recent trailing 12-month period.
Click the link below to watch the full video.